CHG family, how y'all doing today? So if you don't know, I'm in South Carolina, Columbia to be exact, in Gardening Zone 8A.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening?
If you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Over here I am gardening, prepping, all those good things. That's what I'm doing over here. Lately I've been monitoring inflation of food, and as of yesterday, inflation of gas. So I'm not just out burning gas. I had to do both vehicles. Look at all the cars over there lined up to get gas. I had to do both trucks, my SUV and my husband's, because he's actually on the road right now. He is a truck driver, and this gas shortage is affecting the truckers. Coming from a trucker's wife, it is affecting them. Right now they are limited to only 55, in certain states, only 55 gallons of fuel for their trucks. In other states, I had one of my subscribers tell me that they were limited to 61 gallons. So I think it depends on what state they go in, where they're limiting how much fuel that they can get. So when in my other video I was saying how things will have a trickle-down effect when it comes to the fuel shortage because of the pipeline hacking, the trucks delivering groceries to the grocery stores, actual fuel to the gas stations. All of that takes diesel. The majority of the gas stations here are empty when it comes to gas. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to join, if we haven't already, the state of emergencies that were posted yesterday, because the majority of the gas stations here don't have fuel. My sister tried to get gas yesterday on post at Fort Jackson, and they didn't have any gas, and they only had 2 gas stations, and one of them was being repaired. So she then went to 5 other gas stations. I've been to about 3 as far as pulling in, but then I passed at least 4 or 5 of them before I actually found a station and was able to fuel up my truck and gas cans and drive back home, get my husband's truck, which I'm in now, and finish filling him up. The thing is, he was always on me about not having my tank below half. 1, it messes up your engine when you do that. 2, because you never know if something happened, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money at one time trying to fill it up. And I should have learned my lesson when we had that storm years ago, but you know, we forget and we just think, well, everything's okay. But this is a lesson for everybody, and it's definitely a lesson for me. His tank, it didn't really need a lot of gas. He had already had a half, and I had put some gas in it yesterday because I went to the doctor, but it still wasn't on full, but it was over the halfway. So I just wanted to bring it back out and fill it up the rest of the way today, whereas it cost him, well, cost us $20 to fill his truck up today, but it cost me $60 just to get close to the full level in my truck, because I was almost on E in my truck. Because normally if I run low on my gas, I will use his truck and not bother filling mine up. So I'm gonna have to get out of doing that, y'all, and we're gonna all have to start learning some lessons, because it is not gonna get any better anytime soon. That's my belief, and I'm steadfast in what I'm doing, because I see that we need to continue to make sure our families are okay. So I don't know. Yeah, they're out of gas at this one. I have found, no, they have gas. They have some gas over there. They do have some gas over there. So I gotta turn around because I actually passed my turn. So I have to pick up my medication. And that's another thing, you know, you got to think about having gas. The simplest things you take for granted. Going to pick up your medication from the pharmacy. Going to the grocery store, going to the doctor, those type of things. So I will be right back. Let me get my medicine. Okay, so I'm back. Now, what I was saying was it is going to be a trickle-down effect with this fuel shortage. They were saying, the White House anyway, yesterday, that the pipeline company, Colonial, is saying that they will have everything back up and going by the weekend. However, if things are not back up and going, they are loosening up the regulations for the tankers to start bringing fuel in that way. But even so, that's going to take a long time. And even if they come back on track by the end of the week, it's still going to take at least 8 days for the fuel to reach the United States through the pipeline. So y'all, I'm about to drop off some items at the Salvation Army because y'all that don't know, I am moving in 60 days. Well, actually less than 60 days now. It's more like probably 50 something days. And that makes me nervous because we're moving and we got all of this stuff going on. So I really pray that everything comes back up before the move, because that's a lot of vehicles that we will have to fill up as far as U-Hauls, and a lot of trips if we move out of state. So it's right here. Thank you. I was about to get out and give it to him, but so yeah, this whole situation has everybody in a pickle. If you haven't started prepping, I think you should really consider it. If you know, I started last year seriously prepping. We always had extra, you know, at least 2 weeks worth of groceries and things of that nature. But once COVID hit last year, I just said, you know, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing and focus on getting everything we need to have in this home, all the way from tissue to cleaning supplies. And I know a lot of people are, what's with buying all the tissue? Well, if you think about it now, with the fuel shortage and items not being able to get to the stores, or you not being able to get to work or get to the store, don't you want to have those comforts in your home and not have that worry? And not to be funny, but tissue is very important. Go to the bathroom and look up and find there's no tissue there. You know you freak out. So I try to keep it light, not heavy, over here as well. So I just wanted to come to y'all and just plead, you know, if you're not getting extra items for your prepper pantry, please do so. Food is important to have in your prepper pantry, but if this doesn't show you that you also need to add fuel to your preps, I don't know what to tell you, because what's next? The first thing was the water treatment facility. It was 2 of them this year that were hacked. yeah, by people who used to work there, but still, it lets you know that our infrastructure is weak. It has weaknesses within it. So water was in January, there was a hack, and in February there was a hack in 2 different states. Now here it is May, and we're dealing with another hack, but this time to the fuel. You ask me, and that's just my opinion. Even if you didn't ask me, I'm gonna give you my opinion. My opinion is that they're testing to see what they can get into. And I think power is the next thing. So we definitely need to step up our game when it comes to having more solar things. It's kind of difficult being the fact that we're moving and we're not, we don't own our own home. But the smallest things will help. Like we do have a solar charger, so if we needed to charge our items, we can use the sun to charge that unit and then plug our devices up to it. So that's something to think about as well. How would you power your phone? And then when it comes to cooking, how would you cook if you don't have power? And I mean, these are things we should think about anyway, because we have storms all the time. So I know it was difficult years ago. This is probably about 5-6 years ago when we had that huge storm, and it knocked our power out for over a week. It was hot. Your items were going bad if you couldn't cook them immediately, if you didn't have a generator. It was just hard. So I don't want to repeat that. So I am definitely going to sit down with my husband. We're going to make another plan, because we already made a plan, but I think we need to add a couple of things to our list of things that we need to get. And once we get situated wherever we go, then we can start getting those items and checking them off of the list. So the first thing you should do is make a plan with your family, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, what you should get first, the most important things. So y'all take care, and remember, stay on your preps. If you're not prepping, get on your preps. Add fuel to your preps, and be safe when you're storing these items. Get your lamp oils, your lanterns, the wicks, and all of that stuff that goes with it, your matches, everything you need, charcoal, propane, all of those things that will assist you in taking care of your family the best way that you can, and not having to have an added stress to it, because it is stressful. And trust me, I am stressed to the yin yang with having to move, and now gas on top of that is really, really hard. So, but we're gonna get through it. We have seen worse things, at least some of us have, and we made it through the storm with that, and we'll make it through the storm with this. Keep your head up high. Remember, I love you, but God truly loves you more. But He needs you to love yourself, because until you love yourself, you cannot love others. Then you can go out and spread God's love with distance. So peace, love, and light. Thank y'all so much for being here on Tommy's Homestead Garden. And if you are new, thank you for becoming a part of the THG family. We appreciate you over here. And leave me some comments, like, share. Bye, y'all.